Okay. Um, I'm not kidding here. What you just heard? I think there's a ghost here. I'm not kidding. Last night I saw some shit and things were moving, and now in the other room, things are falling down. I'm glad I caught that on here. I'm a little scared. Let's cut. Hi, my name's JKB, and today on the show I'm doing a tower defense game for the first time on a console. I've played so many games in the past on my iPad, and they're not super intuitive games. They're simple, tapping, moving your units around, buying units, and basically watching the screen as the waves come along and you destroy them, making sure that they don't destroy your base or get into your base at the end of it. And you know what? I'll be honest right now, I'm still a little nervous because I'm still filming this review and I think there's a poltergeist in the house, and I'm not fucking kidding around, I'm being serious here, but let's try to get through the review without me being murdered. 10 out of 10, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It might come down, it might go up. There's a lot to like about this game, and it's in times it's very mediocre at best, but I really enjoyed it, so let's get into this before I get murdered by a poltergeist, ghost, demon. I am nervous. Toy Soldier's War Chest is similar to the previous games in the series, where players prevent enemy units from reaching the toy box by building and upgrading turrets. In War Chest, turrets can be improved by upgrading armor, the rate of fire, the damage, and you can do this all separately. The enemy AI has been improved as well, so for an example, if you're shooting at a bridge and you destroy it, they will actually find a path past the bridge, which I think is kind of unique to this game, and it definitely changes the strategy up a bit. You have to be careful on where you're aiming. So you guys know how I feel about these games on the iPad, so moving it over to the console, I was a little worried, how is the camera going to work? Because there's a lot of chaos happening in a tower defense game, especially when you get into the later waves in the game. You got to worry about so many different enemies coming from different sides of the screen, and you got to worry about your toy base. This is the most important part of the game, and this is where I absolutely really enjoyed the game, because they've taken something I've grown up with. They've taken He-Man, they've taken G.I. Joe, and just toys in general, action figures, and they put it into a tower defense game, and it really does work well. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. But here's where it goes down in points, because guess what, motherfuckers? $14.99 doesn't get you any of the heroes that were shown to you in the trailer when this was first announced. So it's like a letdown. You don't get to use G.I. Joe or He-Man or any of those people. You gotta buy them. They're fucking DLC as usual. So yes, there are two types of games you can buy here. There's a $14.99 one, which comes with 4 armies with, the 4 characters that they've kind of made up, some from past games and some are new, but the licensed ones you gotta pay out of the ass for, and they're like $4.99 each army. So if you want to use He-Man, $4.99. You want to use G.I. Joe? $4.99. So you know what? I'm so sick of this, and I don't know if it should really affect the score, because for $14.99 it's still a great game, but it's average at best. But I'm debating, I'm being honest with you guys, I don't know what to do about this DLC bullshit. One of the coolest features for me is the ability to take over one of your heroes that leads your army and play them in the battlefield using, his gun upgrades or even his melee attacks. And you can also call in like zeppelins or bomb runs from above, which are also very helpful when you're trying to keep the people out of your toy box. The other thing that I love about this is everything is built up with a meter now, so a bar fills up when you kill your enemy units, and when the bar is filled to a certain amount, a special ability can be used, such as spawning a hero or using your zeppelin or using a bomb run. There are 2 versions of the game, and the $14.99 one, like I said, comes with 4 armies, and that is enough gameplay for $14.99. But I'll be honest here, you want to play this game with all of the other characters that they've taken out of it and charged DLC. I don't know why they did that, and again, I'm still arguing if I should take the score down because it pisses me off, but here's some of the characters you'll get if you get the second version of the game. That includes, I'm going to read this because this is exciting, Duke and Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe, and yes, this is literally the characters from your childhood. You got Enzo from Assassin's Creed, of course. It's an Ubisoft release game. And then He-Man. I'm serious. I'm hearing something moving in that room. Anyways, you got He-Man. If I'm going to be killed on camera, I love you guys. I'm being honest here. Something is in the house. But yes, you've got He-Man and all those characters. And it's super important that you buy the $29 version. Because if you are a fan of tower defense, it is worth it. These armies play differently. The aesthetics of everything, the way their maps look, everything is different about them. I mean, it's awesome. I like it a lot. Except I don't like the fact that there's 2 versions in DLC attached to it. Plus, Uplay is shoved down your throat to a certain extent. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about Uplay. As you can see on the screen now, this AI character has decided to literally stop in the field and let me murder him. And this happens so frequently that I'm not sure if it's a glitch or it's supposed to happen. Really? Is this? I don't know. Shouldn't they be trying to get into my toy box? What's super unique about this tower defense game is the ability to actually control your units. So when you put a unit down into the map from the bird's eye view, you can zoom in right into it and take control of a turret and actually fire in first person at the waves that are coming at you. And it's so awesome to do that, but holy crap, is it repetitive. And how did they curve the repetitiveness? They've introduced an amazing upgrade system, and as you play the game, all of the upgrades, I mean, it's really detailed. All of them really feel like they've added to the game, and when you're buying them with these tokens that you collect after you beat a mission, you're feeling that. You're feeling like, yes, I really earned this upgrade. I really earned, upgrading my army and everything, and it feels good. So yes, the game feels good. The shooting and the hit detection, oh, that's where it's a little off. I mean, it controls really well, but the hit detection felt a little bit off for some of the weapons. And that's where this is going to, because this is super important, it's going to come down to an 8 out of 10 at the moment. It might go up, it might go down, but the hit detection on some of the enemies, unfortunately. And the other thing is the destructible worlds that you're in. You have to constantly shoot things out of the way. So there'll be a turret that you placed, you'll go down into it, and there'll be like, a giant mushroom or a tree or a house or whatever the hell it may be. That'll be in the way, and you're constantly shooting that. But it does give you bonus points when you shoot the environment up. And it's cool because when you do that, you see little springs and toy parts shooting out everywhere. So I'm not going to give it a lower score for that. I'm just saying the game is super repetitive and the hit detection is a little bit of a letdown. The game also features online modes such as co-op, which lets you play 2 people on one couch, just like the good old days, and then you can play multiplayer online as well. Now, for this type thing, I have to be honest, tower defense, playing with a friend on the couch, fine, but online, I'm not a huge fan of it, but you'll get some enjoyment out of it. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's some crazy, weird shit happening in this apartment at the moment as I'm filming. Dishes are falling down, and the mic stand over there literally just moved behind me, and you can't see that, and I'm not feeling comfortable. And I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10, and I'm being honest here. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Shit is falling down in the apartment, and I'm being fucking serious. Like, I'm nervous as hell. Last night, you can't hear that, I'm guessing. Let's just go over the positives really quickly. The camera is really well done in this, especially in our, this sort of tower defense game where you're worried about all of these different waves coming from, the top or the bottom of the screen, and it's in the 3D world for the first time on a console. I mean, yes, it's been in the past, but for me personally, this is the first time I've seen it in a two-dimensional screen on my iPad. I have to physically move the camera and be worried and looking like, where are these troops coming from? And the abilities, the upgrade system is awesome. The hero ability, like after a while, after you're into a map and you kill a certain amount of enemies, you can deploy your special unit, which is like Genghis Khan or He-Man or your G.I. Joe character, and you take those people on, you become them. And then, for the special license stuff in here, you get to hear all of the nostalgia, the 80s nostalgia, and it feels so awesome to play that. So if you like tower defense games and you like toys, this is like they hit it on the head. This is awesome, but I mean, it's above average, but I mean, there's nothing spectacular here. And I'm super disappointed about the DLC problems of like having to buy $14.99 and then going, oh, I just want He-Man, but now I want that. I should have bought that. It would have been a little bit cheaper maybe. And who knows what they'll do in the future. But I'm being honest here. If you like tower defense games, I'd say go out there and buy the $29 one. If you don't like tower defense games, you've never played them, I highly, highly suggest go to your iPad, go to your phone, whatever you want, download a tower defense game. Do it. Trust me, you're going to be missing out. The strategy that's in the PS4 version of this Toy Soldiers game is definitely there. They nailed that as well, but it's just overall, it's mediocre. Listen, because I'm cutting this a little short, because of the fact there's a fucking poltergeist that's probably going to kill me, ask me questions in the comments below about anything about the game, and I'll go into more detail down there. And I'm being goddamn serious. I normally would carry through with this, but I'm done for the day. Like, I'm nervous. I'm super nervous about what's happening here. And I mean, like, I'm not making this shit up. I didn't take medication today. I'm fully aware of what's happening around me, and there's a goddamn fucking ghost in this apartment, and it's been following me for years, and I'm probably going to be murdered by it. So I love all of you guys. Please like and share the video. Again, I apologize for cutting this short, but I'm being dead serious. I swear, look at me in the eyes. I swear on my grandmother's grave, something is in this apartment that is not human, and it is knocking shit down as I am standing here. I'm not fucking kidding around. I'm out of here. I'll update you. Follow me on all the shit, okay? I'm just getting out of here. So I decided to take the camera and film me going back to my room. Because shit is falling down in the apartment randomly. And I'm super goddamn nervous. Okay. Okay. If you are a ghost and want to do something to let me know you're here, do something now. So I just fucking heard something fall in the kitchen again, and fucking recording it because I don't know what it was. Holy fuck. You kidding? What the fuck, man? That's my... I don't know what to say, but I'm pretty sure that was not there. How the fuck does this... Okay. I'm putting it back. And I'm getting the fuck out of here for a few hours, because I'm not feeling this at all. So guys, literally, I don't know if I'm dead. If I die, just know it was a fucking ghost.